In the previous section, we discussed about exceptions in push and pop operations. Okay, so now in this session, we'll discuss about infix expression, postfix exception, and prefix expressions. So, what are these infix, postfix, and prefix expressions? These are different notations which are used to write the arithmetic expressions, which are mainly used in data structure as well as in expressions evaluations. So that means here if I want to write, usually how we will write the expression, either a plus b is equals to c or a into b plus c. So that means these are the mathematical expressions. So here, but in data structures, these the same expressions, that is a plus b into c or a plus b equals to c. So these kind of expressions are represented in data structures using three different what here this one, that is expressions. Those three expressions are only infix, postfix, and prefix expressions. So now we will first see what is infix expressions. So these infix expressions are nothing but, here in this infix expression, as in the normal case, we will use the operands, and in between those operands we will use the operator. For example, if you see here 2 and 3 are what? These are operands. So in between these, I included a operator, that is plus. That means in between two operands, there always will be a operator. That is called as infix expression. And in normal case also, we write the infix, these expressions like this only. And here, why these what are these? These infix expressions are very easy to read as well as very easy to understand for human beings. But it is difficult for the computers to understand as well as to evaluate these expressions in a very efficient manner. So that is why this order of operations has to be taken into care, and we have to use some of the parentheses so that we can override the default order of the operations. So this is infix expressions. And now we will see another, before that we will see how to write the infix expressions. So here, as I already said, if I want to write or add two numbers, how I will write? I will write, for example, if 2 and 3 are the two numbers and I want to add them. So how we will write? First I will write 2, then plus, and then 3. So this is how I am going to write the infix expressions. So that means what here? Here in these infix expressions, the operators are always in between the two operands. Okay. So here plus is in between what? 2 and 3. So here in these infix expressions also, we can use parenthesis so that it is used to specify the order in which these operations should be performed. So that means what here? We all know that we usually follow the one method called as BADMAS method. So here, if I use that BADMAS method for this infix expression, that is 2 plus 3 into 4. So here, in which order I have to evaluate this? Because if I don't include here the bracket here, it will become 2 plus 3 into 4. So in that case, what happens? I can go for 2 plus 3, that is 5, into 4, that is 20. Or I can go for 2 plus 3 into 4, that is 4 into 3 into 4 is what? 12, and 12 plus 2 is what? 14. So that means here I will get totally a different answers if I don't include these brackets. So I have to put them in order. So that is why I will use BADMAS method here, so that if in this case I have to first solve which case here, the plus r, okay, that means 2 plus 3, whichever that are there in brackets, that has to be first calculated. So here 2 plus 3 is inside the bracket, so first I will calculate 2 plus 3, that is 5. Then the result 5 will be multiplied with 4, that is 20. So this is how I will calculate the this one, that is this expression result. So that means here I am following the order of operations. That means first bracket, then multiplication. Okay, so this is how we have to write the infix expression. Now we will see the operator precedence rules. So if this parenthesis is the operator, and then if I see its precedence, then it has the highest precedence. That means if there is any parenthesis in an expression, I have to give more importance, or first importance I have to give the I have to give it to the parenthesis. That means whatever values that are there inside the parenthesis, first I have to solve them. The next one is exponent. That means after parenthesis, then the next expression that I have to solve is what here? Exponent. If there is any exponent operations, then I have to solve it. Then other than that, there is a multiplication. That means if there is multiplication, then I have to solve it next. Then division. That means I have to solve it next. So its precedence is medium. So multiplication and division precedence are medium. And then I have to go for addition, and then I have to go for subtraction. So these two have the lowest precedence. So highest precedence will be what here? First parenthesis and exponents. Next medium precedence will be given to what? Multiplication and division. And the lowest precedence should be given to addition and subtraction. What is the meaning of this? First I have to solve this, then I have to solve this if there are there in the expression. Then I have to go for multiplication and then division. Again, after that only I have to go for addition and subtraction if if all these are there in the expressions. So that is how I have to go for that. Now we will see the advantages and disadvantages of these infix expressions. These infix expressions are more natural as well as easier to read and understand for the human beings. So that is the first advantage, because the naturally human beings will write in fixed format only. So that is why it is very easy for them to understand, also to read it. The second advantage is this infix expression is the most widely used, as well as we most widely supported by the programming languages. Whatever programming language you take, whether it may be C, C++, Python, or anything, the first preference will always be given to what here? Infix expressions. Then there are disadvantages are also there with respect to this infix expressions. The first disadvantage is these will require parentheses to specify the order of the operations. So if I don't mention, or if I don't include the parenthesis, what happens? Then it will not be able, we will not be able to properly write the order of the operations. That means any operation can be executed first. So that is why I require what here? Parenthesis, so that I can know which one has to be solved first and which has to be followed next. And this is one disadvantage. And another disadvantage, these are very difficult to parse and evaluate efficiently by the computers. Okay, so for computers, these infix expression will be very difficult to parse them as well as to evaluate them. So this is also one of the disadvantage. So this is about advantages and disadvantages of infix expression. Next expression we have is prefix expression. Then what is prefix expression? Prefix expressions are also known as Polish notations, where these are in these expressions. So what we will basically do here is first we will write the this one, that is the operator first, then I will write operands next. For example, in infix expression, what I will write, I will write it as a plus b, where plus will be in between a and b. But here in prefix it will not be represented like that. It will be represented as plus AB. So first I will write the operator, then I will write the operands A and B. Even but both the results will be same. Only the order of writing or the method of writing is going to be different. So first I will write the operator, then I will write the operands. This is called as prefix expression. Then again there are some advantages and disadvantages that are associated with this prefix expression. The advantage is there is no need for parenthesis in this case, because the operators are always precede its operands. So whichever operator that comes first, that will be solved first, then next operator. Okay, so why it is? Because here we will write the operator first, then we will write the operands. Because of that, there is no need of parenthesis in this prefix expressions. The second advantage is it is easy to parse and as well as easy to evaluate by using stack based algorithms. So whereas earlier mm, it was difficult in case of infix to parse and evaluate, whereas it is easier for a computer to parse as well as to evaluate these kind of expression using stack based algorithms. And the third advantage is these are most efficient, okay, in some of the situations. For example, when dealing with the expressions which have a large number of nested parentheses. So in those kind of situations, these are very useful, that is prefix expressions. So associated with are disadvantages are also. The first disadvantages of these prefix expression is what? It will be difficult to read and understand for the human beings, because naturally we will write the expressions basically in the form of infix expressions. So suddenly when we try to read and understand these prefix expressions, then obviously it is going to be difficult to read as well as to understand for us to understand these prefix expressions. And these are not commonly used as with the case of infix notations. That means human beings not prefer this one usually. So these are the two disadvantages of prefix expressions. Now the third expression is postfix expression, or we can also call it as reverse Polish notation. So what is reverse Polish? Polish is prefix, reverse Polish is postfix. So what we will do here is in this postfix expression, which is also known as reverse Polish notation, first we will write the operand first, then we will write the operator. For example, if I want to write a plus b, the in postfix expression, what I will do, I will write ab plus. That means First I will write the operands A and B, then I will write the plus after AB. So this is called as what here? Postfix expression. You can see here also he has given 5 plus 2, which is in general we use, but if I have to write it in the form of postfix, first I will write 5, then 2 and then plus. So this kind of representation is called as what? Postfix expression. Again, there are disadvantages and disadvantages with respect to this postfix notations also. The first we will see the advantages of postfix notations. The first advantage is these will eliminate the need of what? Parenthesis. So here also we don't need the parenthesis to make the order for order of evaluation. So they will be eliminated. The second case is they are easy to read as well as understand for humans compared to prefix. Okay, if we compare these postfix notations or postfix expressions compared to prefix, these are easy to read as well as to understand. The third advantage is these are most commonly used than the prefix notations. So these are the three advantages of what? Postfix notations. Then there are disadvantages are. What are those disadvantages of the postfix expression? The first disadvantage is these expressions require stack-based algorithm for the evaluation. So evaluation will not be easy. So to make evaluation we should have the algorithms. That means that also should be stack based algorithm. Then only it will be easy for us to evaluate these expressions. The second disadvantage is these are less efficient when I compare it with the prefix notation in some of the situations. So in not all situations, in some of the situations, these are less efficient when we will compare them to the prefix expressions. So this is about advantages and disadvantages of postfix notations. Now we will compare the infix, prefix and postfix expressions. So first we will see here that is here in this column, here specifications, here it are written in fixed notation, prefix notation and postfix notation. Thus the first case is was readability. Here infix notations are human readable, that means easily humans can read them. But with respect to prefix, they are less human readable and requires familiarity to understand them. But here what happens with respect to postfix, they are also less human readable and require familiarity to understand as well as to read them. The second comparison we have to do is with respect to operator placement. Here the operators will be placed in between the operands in infix notation. In prefix notation, operator will come first, then the operand comes next. Whereas in postfix expressions, operands come first, then the operator. So this is with respect to operator placement. The third one is parenthesis requirement. Here in infix notation, most of the time they are needed, but in prefix and postfix expressions, parentheses are not needed. And another comparison we can do is with respect to operator precedence stacking. Okay, these are required with respect to what infix notations, whereas in prefix and postfix in the expressions these are not required. Then evaluation method. With respect to evaluation, here we will do the evaluation of infix notations from left to right, whereas in prefix notations we will do it right to left, and in postfix we will do it left to right. Then ambiguity handling. Okay, here In infix notations, here we may require explicit use of what here parenthesis to handle the ambiguity in the notation. Whereas in prefix, ambiguities are read and there is going to be a straightforward evaluation of these prefix notations. Here also in case of postfix notations, ambiguity is rare and they also can be evaluated straightforwardly. And now if I compare it with respect to unary operator handling, here infix notation require careful placements of the unary operators. But here in prefix, simplified handling will happen due to explicit notation, whereas in postfix also it is same as a prefix. Now we will see the with respect to computer efficiency. These infix notations are less efficient due to the precedent tracking as well as parenthesis handling. But here in prefix they are more efficient due to fixed precedence and absence of the parenthesis. That is also the case with postfix also. Then usage. Here these infix notations are commonly used in every arithmetic and mathematical notations by human beings. But these prefix notations are used in computer science and programming languages, and the same thing applies with postfix notations also. So this is the comparison between different types of notations. So here I will stop this session, and in the next section we will see the evaluation of these notations and also conversion of one type of expression into another type of expression. How to do that we will discuss it in the next session. Thank you.